Hey everyone, welcome back to Ghost Train Showdown. Today, we're witnessing moments where helplessness meets humor. The conductor stuck to orders saying, "Cars are faster, let's go." While then, the train was off like a rocket. Zheng Yu tried to pull Ma Ji, but Ma Ji turned and grabbed a shield, seeing zombies rushing ahead. Shield first, buddy second. Ma Ji charged again, with Zheng Yu's ghostly aid diving into the carriage. Teamwork fends off zombies. Ma Ji's view of Zheng Yu is changing. Could he have a spark of goodness? Meanwhile, the driver received good news, a grand prize awaited. With the main forces standing vigil in Busan, Mossa thought about sending her husband a little unsafe message, but she got stopped by a homeless guy just as she noticed a few zombies with their backs turned. Only to turn around and oh boy, there were even more on the between two carriages, they risked zombie attack. Mossa sees an empty restroom and gestures for everyone to hide. Tiptoeing into the restroom, they saw a grotesque infected person appear, like a horror movie scene. Mossa had already hidden in the restroom, but a zombie nearly blocked the door. Other infected folks came running, and Ma Ji received a frantic call from his wife that nearly cooked it. Zheng Yu also heard his daughter's cries on the phone. From the urgency in her tone, he understood they were trapped in the restroom of car 13. No amount of follow-up, but the three were anxious trapped in car 9, needing to pass the zombies to reach car 13. To protect the ones they love most, they resolved to push through. Ma Ji bravely took the lead. Onward, zombies charge. High schooler Xiao Zhai took care of the middle, while Zheng Yu held the rear. The four quickly made it to the first carriage, and Ma Ji launched a powerful kick that sent zombies flying. After a thrilling battle, the trio survived in the first carriage, exhausting energy like facing a trainer. Entering the second carriage, Xiao Zhai was dumbfounded, full of his high school baseball teammates. Priceless loyalty. Seeing Xiao Zhai unresponsive, Ma Ji shoved him aside and charged in. He had become a zombie annihilation machine. Ma Ji swung his arms, easily knocking them down. Xiao Zhai watched bewildered, thinking, when did I become a beast? The same scene unfolded again, and Xiao Zhai realized his classmates stood no chance. Ma Ji made quick work of them, but these high schoolers were like Energizer bunnies, they just kept bouncing back. As the battle escalated, Ma Ji and Zheng Yu started to falter from fatigue. Xiao Zhai still couldn't attack his classmates, but Ma Ji and Zheng Yu were pinned down. Just when they were on the verge of collapse, the train darted into a tunnel, plunging everything into darkness and instantly silencing the high schoolers fell silent in an instant. Zheng Yu had a light bulb moment, tapped the luggage rack, and successfully diverted their attention. Seizing the chance, Ma Ji flung open the door. As the train exited the tunnel, they charged out. From this experience, they realized that brute force wouldn't cut it. At this rate, they'd either get bitten by zombies or just get flat out exhausted. Zheng Yu decided to use their visual advantage to get through the next carriage. He dialed his number using Ma Ji's phone. Then, just as the train went into the tunnel, the three stealthily slipped into the carriage, and Zheng Yu tossed Ma Ji's phone behind him before dialing Ma Ji's number. When the phone rang, all the zombies turned their attention to it, allowing them to quietly slip out of the carriage. Following Mossa's instructions, they finally found the designated restroom, and Ma Ji breathed a sigh of relief upon seeing his wife. Seeing his carefree expression, Mossa couldn't help but smack him a few times, knowing deep down that his optimism was just to give her some peace of mind. Zheng Yu saw his daughter safe, smiling in relief. Emerging from the tunnel, they hid in the opposite restroom. But figuring out how to reach the relatively safe car 15 became a challenge. Zheng Yu checked the map and realized they'd need at least 2 minutes to get through them. They decided to use this time to cross car 14, and Xiao Zhai quickly relayed this good news to Xiao Yi in car 15. However, when Xiao Yi shared the good news with the other passengers, instead of relief, panic set in about the soon-to-arrive group. Especially the selfish Jin Changwu, who firmly opposed taking them in without certainty of their health. Xiao Yi was once again shocked by humanity's coldness. In response to Jin Changwu's hysterical berating, the carriage fell silent again, and no matter how Xiao Yi pleaded, others remained unmoved. As the train entered the tunnel, the oblivious group had no idea that the zombies had lost their sight. However, they had blockaded the exit thoroughly, leaving only the luggage rack overhead as the sole passage. Zheng Yu and Ma Ji took the lead. The others followed. They had to conquer silently to crawl over the luggage rack. In a plot twist, Zheng Yu suddenly tossed a bag behind him, successfully distracting all the infected. The group took the chance to slip down from the rack. Just when they thought they could escape smoothly, the homeless guy tripped and fell, alerting the zombies instantly. Zheng Yu rushed to help, but as he leaned over to assist the homeless guy, bright sunlight flooded in, and luckily, they remained hidden. However, in this situation, getting caught was inevitable. Zheng Yu signaled the homeless man to bolt on 3. Even if they got spotted, it was too close for the zombies to catch them. However, as soon as they moved, the homeless man stumbled again. Although the timing to close the door was perfect, a zombie wedged its way in. The zombies piled up at the door, and while Ma Ji held them back, Xiao Zhai realized the previously unlocked glass door wouldn't budge, no matter how hard he banged on the glass door, calling out for Xiao Yi, but silence reigned behind it. Xiao Zhai quickly dialed her number. He wanted to check the situation, but those behind the door weren't easy either. The cold-hearted were struggling to keep others out. They had restrained Xiao Yi, and even her phone was smashed under Jin Chang's foot. Oh no, the plot thickens again.